Welcome to part 27 of Don't Say Schwarzenegger, my story about surviving an attempted unaliving and the cover-up and corruption that ensued. So a lot of people, especially after part 26 that I just posted, a lot of people have asked, so TMZ, after they helped you cover your story that involved them, and then they helped, KTLA helped me, did they ever cover your story? And I totally forgot. TMZ did cover my story, but obviously it was so groundbreaking that I forgot about it. But I'm going to cover that today. Okay, so backing up to the night of the assault in 2015 at the Nice Guy. So we were actually supposed to have a group of friends that were at another restaurant down the street that were going to come meet us at the Nice Guy. And at the last minute, they decided to go somewhere else. So they were never there that night. But part of that group was our friends. One of them's name is Jay Glazer. You probably know him. He's an NFL insider on Fox Sports. And he owns a really nice top athlete gym in West Hollywood called Unbreakable. For 2015 and 2016, here's a picture at the gym. Of course, I'm with someone's dog, and there's Jay. There's Jay doing mixed martial arts with somebody. I don't know who that is, but he would let me go there and do free treatments, train for free with his trainers, and he would let me get free thermalaise treatments on my broken cartilage all through my face and my neck and all that stuff, because I was having, obviously a lot of bad symptoms and stuff. So that was really nice of him. He would let me do that. There's me being really excited about getting a thermalaise treatment. She's like, on my face, little lasers. Okay, so cut to a year and a half later after the assault. This is Craig's restaurant. It's a little West Hollywood hotspot that paparazzi are always outside of, whatever. But Jay Glazer called me and was like, hey, it was a week after I gave my impact statement. This is mid-December 2016. It was a rough week for me. It was the first time I ever posted on social media about what happened. I posted pictures of my face, everything that happened, the lenient 45 non-consecutive day sentence and all that, my impact statement. It was rough. And so that week, Jay Glazer reached out and he was like, hey, let me take you to dinner, as friends. He's like, let me take you to dinner, get out of the house, go do something normal. Let's get you out there. And he's like, also the paparazzi will be there, and they always stop him for questions. And I don't remember the exact words, but he was like, let's, maybe we can say something, help our girl Anne Green get this out into the news. And it was like, okay, a little terrifying, going to a restaurant bar with paparazzi out front, a little triggering. But I was like, okay, I'm with Jay. He's mixed martial arts, bad guy, good guy, I mean. But I was like, okay, I'm safe. So we go to Craig's. This is December 21st or 20th of 2016. We have a nice little dinner, feeling normal and very comfortable. And as we walk outside, and tons of, I don't even know, 10 paparazzi just standing outside waiting for whoever was inside. I don't know who was. And as we walk out, he gave his ticket to the valet, his SUV gets pulled up, and the paparazzi immediately start asking him questions, and I just lost my, I got too scared, so I into the back of the SUV and got in there and hid. But coincidentally, there happened to be a major story in the news. I don't know NFL players and stuff like that, but there was a major story in the news that week of a guy named Joe Mixon, who apparently, a bad DV story happened, and I think he was being drafted or something. I have no idea, but it was all in the news. And so I'm sitting in the back of Jay's SUV, the door is open, and he's standing right outside the door talking to all these paparazzi, and they're asking him about this Joe Mixon guy. So Jay's giving his, he's giving his 2 cents on what he thinks, and I remember him being I can't use the words here on TikTok, but he was not a good guy. No, he shouldn't be allowed to play in the NFL, and blah, 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 blah. And then that was it, and I'm and you can even see, if you can look it up on TMZ, if you go to their website, just put Jay Glazer, Joe Mixon, Anne Green, and you'll be able to find the article from December 21st, 2016, whatever. And in the very end, you can see me cowering inside, trying not to be on camera. But so just maybe 8 hours later, after we leave, I went home. He dropped me off at home, and that was it. That was the end of the night. And he said something, I remember he texted me or called me or something, but he was like, hey, I called my boys over at TMZ, because he knows they all know each other. They they're always getting his input on sports. And he's like, I called them over there. They're going to cover your story. And I was like, thank you so much. I was so excited. And at 6 o'clock in the morning, this article comes out, and it's, I had to heavily redact stuff, but this article comes out. You can pause it, whatever. So it talks about this, of what the paparazzi asked him outside of Craig's. Here's the rest of the article. You can pause it real quick and you can see way at the bottom, because there's all this stuff at the bottom. It says, Glazer had just finished dinner with a friend, a model named Anne Green, who was by men. So he was especially fired up about the topic. And that's it. That's all they said. And if you click on my name, that shows up. So that was TMZ doing their boy Jay a big favor because they're against violence against women, and doing me a big favor because I tried to save the life of one of their paparazzi. This is what it was. And also Anne Green also went through some stuff at the very bottom of an article that doesn't even have me in the title or the header, no picture, no nothing. Isn't that so helpful and thoughtful? So that's the article that TMZ did to cover my story. So I'm surprised you guys haven't heard about it. It's clearly been all over the news and covered heavily by the people I tried to help, right? Yeah, so that's about it. I'm going to get into, by the way, I figured out, I tried to make a little outline of all the topics and all the stuff I have to cover to try to get an idea of how long my series is going to be, and 70 or 80 parts. Yeah, give or take one or two, something like that. But stick around, I've got so much more to cover. I'm going to be doing everyone's depositions. That means all of their friends that perjured themselves, their family members that are, I'm going to be covering them when I cover the topic of fraud and fraudulent transfers. I'm going to be covering the intimidation, stalking, and harassment, and hacking and surveillance that I've been undergoing. Don't know who it is, but that all started happening on a dime once I started, after this all happened and I started posting about it. And then I also have to cover the civil trial, which is going to take so many parts, and as horrific as it is, it's actually really funny because it's that ridiculous. Thank you guys so much. I think I'm going to do a live a couple of times a week because I'm getting really, really, really great suggestions from the people that are coming on there and giving me questions. I'm like, oh my God, I forget. Today's part was because somebody reminded me about something yesterday. So thank you so much. So much. I love reading all your comments and answering all your questions. It means the world. Thank you guys.